Hello Internet, and hello YouTube as well, because this is not a stream highlight. This video is brand new, it's original, it's not been aired anywhere before because it's not happened yet. I'm just about to record it, obviously. But yes, let's use a team very different to, well, I'm going to say very different to one I used last time. Two of the Pokemon are the same actually, but this is with the Ice Rider Calyrex, and I did stream with this team just last night, so maybe some of you saw this, but I didn't feel like those games went particularly well. In fact, they were quite embarrassing, to be honest. And I know because I have laddered into like the 1700s with this on Showdown, which, you know, is reasonably high, you know, especially with a little bit of a gimmicky team, even though I don't like to call teams gimmicky. I just felt the games could have gone better, so I'm here to try and put that right, essentially, because, you know, games on Showdown can, well, sometimes they can go well, sometimes they can not go well. You can see we did drop, you know, a reasonable amount yesterday, unfortunately, but I'm here now, you know, I'm going to set this right, we're going to use this team, and we're going to show off this fast, that's right, you saw the adrenaline orb there, this fast Ice Rider Calyrex against Ash. Here we go. Oh, okay, well, this guy's got a rain team, but there's a Sableye there. Now, Sableye is a little bit tricky, because normally, and this is funny, because, like, the team that I used last, that made it here onto YouTube, was with the Scarf, Regieleki, and Dragapult. Those are the two that I carried on to this team, because I think just those two together is just a fantastic answer to teams exactly like this. But for the Sableye there, I am actually worried about the Sableye. If they lead Sableye and Kyogre, maybe that could make things a bit different. Sableye and Regieleki, who knows, but I'm just going to go with tried and tested Dragapult, Regieleki, with Calyrex in the back, and Thundurus on this team as well too. Thundurus was the last Pokemon that I did put on this team to sort of fix a few holes, but since I put Thundurus on the team, especially in the stream yesterday, I felt I just used it so often, whereas on Showdown I would find myself leading Calyrex a lot more often than I did yesterday, so I don't feel like I played the team right yesterday, so this is why I'm recording this. I just want to get some decent games with this team. Okay, well, this is exactly what I was kind of fearing, and by kind of fearing, I mean fearing. Right, this isn't good. Like, either he can burn the Dragapult, or more likely he's going to quash the Regieleki. So how do I want to go about this? I imagine it's going to be like Quash and Water Spout, because I guess he does just want to get rid of that Regieleki, doesn't he? So maybe, like, here's the thing, like, Thundurus can sort of take a hit, although it wouldn't appreciate it. I do kind of want to get rid of Sableye as well, because that is going to be a big issue for us. So maybe I Dynamax, and I'm just going to go for a Phantasm into the Sableye, and I am, because I think Thundurus is less useful in this matchup. I'm fine, like, if this knocks out the Sableye, that's fantastic. I do believe it will survive this, either through a Sash or just through EVs, but if we get rid of Sableye here, fantastic. Worst case scenario, I guess he burns the Dragapult. That would be bad. If he does do that, then I could have just attacked and Electro-webbed, but I think the Regieleki is the bigger threat for him here. And the other consideration is, yeah, maybe I should have attacked into the Kyogre, just because if he does Water Spout, then yeah, the Thundurus would actually, you know, take it reasonably. But it is the Kyogre Dynamaxing, actually, unless it's the Sableye Dynamaxing, and yeah, maybe he's Max Geysering then into the what was Regieleki. Could obviously be going for a Hailstorm, but we'll see, won't we? Oh, he's just going to go for a Fake Out. Okay, well, that makes sense. That essentially does the same as what Quash would. So Sableye... Oh, we actually knocked it out. If we have, that makes things much more manageable. We have. Okay, good. Sableye, I think, like, from what I've seen, the most common item is it... Oh, it is a Hailstorm. Wow, into the Dragapult then, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, we survive, but now he's going to bring out his Tornadus, I imagine, and we haven't got our nice scarfed Regieleki sitting next to us, which would otherwise allow us to outspeed the Kyogre in Tailwind, because we would be fastest, even in their Tailwind. And with the Electro speed drop, would put the Dragapult, the Dragapult faster than the Kyogre, but that cannot happen now. But also, if he does bring out the Tornadus, he can only target one of them with Kyogre now as well. So I was hoping we'd get to see this fast Calyrex do some business, but it seems like this is just you know, the two electrics and oh, it's Kartana. Oh, maybe he hasn't brought Tornadus, and maybe Sableye was his support Pokemon. So maybe there is a window for us here. Maybe there is. So Kyogre's defense is at -1. I have still got Regieleki and Calyrex in the back as well. I would quite like to get rid of that Kartana though, but because I feel like maybe that's going to be the bigger problem for us. So I'm going to Phantasm again into the Kartana, and I'm going to go for a Lash Out, because I think Phantasm and Lash Out should knock out Kartana, unless it protects. Yeah, it'll knock it out, especially because we are getting the defense drop, obviously. And I'm doing this as well so that the Kyogre is going to be at -2 defense after this as well. And if he knocks out the Dragapult, I've got my Thundurus threatening him. If he knocks out my Thundurus, then I've got my Dragapult. Even though I'm on a little amount of HP, I've got that still threatening the Kyogre next turn as well. Let's see. He is going for a Geyser, so no more Hail. It is into the Thundurus, which you might survive. Might clearly was not the right word to use there, unless that was a roll. I am Assault Vested. We have got some bulk in this Thundurus. So one thing I have found that I have been doing is kind of like overestimating Thundurus' offensive capabilities, because I'm kind of used to using the Life Orb one, you know, way back many seasons ago. But oh, this isn't good either. This is not good. Okay, seems like we've found a way to lose the game. He just goes for a Fake Out and Geyser into the Regieleki here then, doesn't he? Unless Max Phantasm actually one-shots Kyogre, but I don't think it does. Okay, maybe we're not out of this, because let's say he goes for a Fake Out into the Regieleki, which he probably will. The Kyogre can only knock out one of my Pokemon again. This is one of the things, I suppose, that work in my favour that he Dynamaxes the Kyogre. And I'm going to go for an Electro Web here, even though obviously it does less damage to the Kyogre than a Thunderbolt. Just because if I do get the Electro Web off, it will put my Calyrex faster than it. And the Kyogre, oh, he's not even going for a Fake Out. And the Kyogre being -1 speed will allow my Calyrex to be faster than it. So we'll see. No Fake Out. The air balloon there popping on the Incineroar. Interesting item for it. -2 defense. Yeah, we do get the Kyogre with a Life Orb. So, okay. I thought disaster had happened, but not quite. Unfortunately, Calyrex hasn't done anything in this game, has it? So, let's see. Okay, Darkest Lariat, that's fine. So we are locked into Electro Web now, but I think that should be fine. I think a high horsepower should get the Incineroar with another Electro Web chip. And since we're in the rain as well, Darkest Lariat is his most powerful attack to hit my Calyrex with, and that's not going to one-shot us. This Calyrex is, so just to explain, this Calyrex is jolly max speed with the Adrenaline Orb. And that's a lot of investment in speed for such a slow Pokemon. But I have got a lot of, like, most of the rest of the investment is in bulk as well. So I have got Swords Dance on this set. But yeah, high horsepower is, you know, 95% of the time, I believe still going to knock this Incineroar out. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so, you know, one game down. Calyrex did something, we can say. But I do want to get a game where Calyrex actually does some proper business. So let's do another game. Let's see if we can get it doing that business. Because, yeah, there's just so many times on Showdown where, you know, like... And I know Showdown isn't the best indicator of how well a team does. I mean, I really don't think this team is that solid at all. I mean, yeah, look look where we are on the ladder. Look what this team has done to my rating. But at the same time, you know, I'll give you some flattering games when you do just sort of roll through the opponent. You know, it's... ooh. Don't want to see Yveltal. It's... yeah. Showdown does flatter teams sometimes, I guess. And but it's just so fun, you know, seeing a fast Calyrex plow through an opponent. But, yeah, Yveltal is not good. Especially because they tend to be weakness policy, don't they? Which makes this even more difficult for us. Activated, I presume, by their own Regieleki there. So, like, maybe as much as I didn't want to sort of rely on Thundurus. Maybe, like, Thundurus does look like a pretty decent lead here, doesn't it? Except for the Metagross. Because, you know, we'll get the Defiant on either of those two. Regieleki can't really do too much to us. Rillaboom can't really do too much to us. And we do threaten both Rillaboom and the Yveltal, don't we? So maybe I just go all in on my Electrics here then. Regieleki and Thundurus. I am going to bring the Calyrex in the back. And I'm going to bring it with the Volcarona, I believe. Although, Sableye would do a decent job. Volcarona has got Rage Powder. This is more of a support Volcarona. But we can't Will-O-Wisp, we can't Quash, we can't do any naughty business with Prankster to Incineroar or Yveltal, can we? So, even though Volcarona, well, we have got the Cobra Berry. Yeah, even though it is weak to flying, you know, we can still take a hit from this Yveltal. But let's see, is he going to lead with Incineroar or Landorus, or is he just going to go with a Regieleki Yveltal combination? Let's find out. Oh. He's done that. Okay then. Well, I guess this is going to be Thundurus' game. Okay, so we're going to be +2 attack from turn 1 here. I wonder if a +2... Yeah, this is the thing. Like, a +2 Airstream... Like, it looks like we're in a fantastic position, doesn't it? But, you know, a +2 Airstream, if he Dynamaxes the Landorus, probably doesn't knock it out. Now, I have actually got Hyper Beam on this Regieleki. So I am actually tempted to go for, like, a Hyper Beam Max Airstream into the Landorus just to, you know, just to make sure I do get the knockout. But I suppose if he Dynamaxes the Landorus, then that's not the biggest problem for us, is it? So I'm actually going to put... Or am I? Am I going to do this? I'm going to put Calyrex in, and I am going to go for the Airstream here. I am a little bit worried, actually. Yeah, I am half thinking maybe I should be targeting the Incineroar here, because I'm thinking it could be Burning Jealousy, which is something I have seen. I suppose it's been reasonably common throughout most of the format, hasn't it? But I have seen a few more lately. So we'll see my Dynamax, and then we'll see. He is staying in, so he may be Dynamaxing his Landorus and going for a Rockfall. Rockfall Flare Blitz probably gets me, which is why I'm thinking maybe I should have attacked into the Incineroar, but we'll see. Oh, no Dynamax. Okay. Well, that would have stopped my my Hyper Beam if I went for that. We do knock out the Landorus there. And we have got the +1 speed now. Half the reason why I did want to bring the Calyrex in there, which was a little bit risky for me. Just in case you... I mean, I didn't think he was going to go for like a Parting Shot or, you know, a Darkest Lariat or whatever into the Regieleki. So I thought it was reasonably safe there. But anyway, and now I've got the +1 speed boost on the Calyrex. It means that Calyrex is faster than everything else on this team, apart from the Regieleki there. Now, I am concerned about this Metagross. I am deeply concerned about this Metagross. I don't want to activate its weakness policy. So I think what I'm going to do here is... I wonder if a Max Knuckle at +2 gets Incineroar. I'm not actually too sure about that. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to Swords Dance. This might seem really stupid. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance, and I'm going to go for a Knuckle into the Incineroar, because if he does Dynamax the Metagross, which I imagine he will, he may well go for a Steel Spike into the Calyrex and one-shot me. If he does, he's not touching my Thundurus, and my Thundurus is the best thing I've got against the rest of his team. If he does go for like a Hailstorm or something into my Thundurus, then at least I am, getting... to +3, with the Swords Dance and this Max Knuckle with Calyrex, and I'm at +1 speed as well, so I would be threatening a lot of damage with a high horsepower next turn. Yeah, Max Knuckle does knock out the Incineroar, which is lovely. So, this Thundurus is threatening. We are at +3, and now we are going to be +3 with Calyrex. It's just now the question is, which of my Pokemon is the opponent going to target? Because, I'm gonna keep one of them at the end of this turn. That was my theory, and he did go for the Hailstorm into the Thundurus, which I think I'll survive. Yeah, since I'm Dynamaxed, I've got a bit of bulk in it. But yeah, that is why I went for the Swords Dance there with Calyrex, because just in case, it was very reasonable for me to protect the Calyrex there in front of a massive Metagross. So yeah, I thought I'd try and do something there. And this is it. Okay, so it is the Evoltol now. Okay. I've got Volcarona, I've got Regieleki. I am in a decent position here. Calyrex won't be knocked out by a Sucker Punch. I think I can just Glacial Lance here, and that will take care of the Evoltol. He could Sucker Punch the Thundurus, but if he does, then he'll be losing his thing, won't he? So, yeah, maybe in an attempt to not activate the weakness policy on the Metagross, I am just going to go for Max Lightning, which will still do a decent amount of damage to it. I mean, I am... Okay, that's fine. I am still +3 at the same... +3, aren't I? He is Sucker Punching into the Thundurus, which does knock me out, but this is where we're going to get to see Calyrex doing some business, because this +3 Glacial Lance is going to knock out the Evoltol, isn't it? We're going to get to +4 after our Chilling Neigh. And because we did get that one Airstream, Calyrex would have even been faster than the Evoltol there, even if it was max speed as well. So, this is a pretty threatening Calyrex now. I have got my Volcarona in the back still as well to redirect attacks, which I'm going to bring in right now because it's the sensible thing to do. And even if I do activate a weakness policy on the Metagross now, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to win the game, aren't I? If high horsepower misses, then, he will run out of his Dynamax turns next turn, and then the next high horsepower won't activate a weakness policy because it will just one-shot it. So, unless this is Goggles, but you have to imagine it's going to be... weakness policy, and there it is. Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, I suppose what I could have done there... Wow, Volcarona doesn't take that. Wow, I'm kind of surprised at that. Yeah, so I mean, looking at that damage, I guess I could have just gone for an Overheat and a high horsepower, and that would have knocked out the Metagross, but that assumes both of those moves hit. That was always the safest move because he can't, there's no spread moves as Dynamax. Rage Powder, high horsepower, always the safest move. And now we've got the Regieleki in as well. So we are going to win this game. The question is, does the opponent forfeit here? Yes, he does. Or, you know what? This is... I was thinking this the other day. Like, the quest, I could do a stream, the quest for a draw on Battle Stadium. He is going to forfeit this turn. I can guarantee it. So if I go to forfeit now... No, let's not do that, Barry. Because I need points right now. Yeah, if I went to forfeit there, then it would be a tie, wouldn't it? And, who gets a tie? But yeah, if he doesn't, then, let's Hyper Beam it. Ooh, okay. Well, there you go. Just imagine if I forfeit then. Oh, dear. But, there you go. Calyrex, unfortunately, at +1 speed is not faster than Regieleki. But Regieleki there, finishing the game off in style. So, how about that? We've done a YouTube video. We have done an absolute YouTube video. An absolute stonking YouTube video, wow. And we're only 20 minutes and 20 seconds into the video as well, too. So, I'm going to finish this because I suppose, in the quest to get Calyrex doing more, I'll record some more. Now I've said that, does that bind me to recording more? Okay, rewind that. I might record some more. Oh dear. I mean, that went pretty well, didn't it? So we'll see. So, okay. So thank you very much for watching this. A YouTube video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new here. Please follow me on Twitch as well if you'd like to see me do this kind of stuff live. With a few more losses and a bit more moaning. That's generally how the streams go. And, yes, join the Patreon if you'd like to as well, too, because, you know, we're doing monthly tournaments in there. Again, all of my teams are in there as well, too, from, like, the Breloom tier onwards, which is, like, the second one, I think. And, yeah, lots of good stuff. So, yes, thank you very much for watching this. And I will see you in the next one, whenever I'm here on YouTube again. Maybe that's tomorrow, maybe that's in a month's time. But, it'll be soon. Goodbye for now.